Hello. Hello everybody. Good morning, welcome to my presentation. Good morning, welcome to my presentation, Discover 2020. So I'm Syed Ishtiaque Ahmed. I'm a Bangladeshi Fulbright Science and Technology Fellow. I study information science in Cornell, and my research focuses on design for development. So before going to that, let's see what science and technology have done for the last few decades. We have sent rockets and people to the moon, to the Mars. We have made these beautiful robots, and we now have these beautiful natural user interfaces for controlling automated objects. We have made artificial herds. We have made clones for animals. We have made tremendous advancement in entertainment technologies. We have this beautiful Disneylands over here in Orlando. We have made this avatar and this graphical visualization. We have made so many things with our science and technology. But now the question is, how many people around the globe are actually getting the benefit of this advancement of technology? Look at this. We have seen people who are using technologies for selecting what sort of foods they need to eat or how to lose their weight, while a lot of people around the world are actually struggling for their food. We have got these school kids who have this robot soccer team, and we have this sort of natural user interfaces for controlling objects. But there are a lot of kids who still doesn't know what to play with. It's not true that technology hasn't tried to reach these people. They did. They have made mobile phones, one laptop per child, this sort of technology. But would this technology bring the sort of changes that these people actually needed in their life? Unfortunately, the answer is not yet. Instead, we have seen sort of negative uses in those communities. Sometimes it increased the dependencies, it widened the digital divides. But why actually did that happen? It happened because we designed the technology being in the developed countries and we paused them. And when these technologies went to these developing countries and when they unboxed this technology, it became totally different. We have seen this sort of discrepancies. This literate, smart person is using a smartphone which is full of pictures and they don't actually need to read what is written on the screen. And people, they have got this mobile phone which is full of text and they don't know how to read and write. So today's world, in 2012, we ask people to be rich to buy a technical object. We tell them to be literate to use that. And we tell them to adopt some cultural changes to adopt this technology. But in 2020, we want only one thing. Technology is for all. So now, in 2012, the development bank is like this. We tell these people that get money, get literacy, get some cultural adaptation, and get this technology. That technology will bring you development. But actually, what it should be in 2020 is we'll put all this responsibility on the shoulder of technology, and this technology will bring these changes to these people's life. So for 2020, technology is of the people, by the people, for the people. Now, for 2020, we don't want to make these happy people happier. Instead, we want more happy people. That's our goal. But how we can do that? That's the question. So we don't actually need to first design these technological objects and throw those to these developing regions. Instead, we need to go to these people, we need to understand their lives, and then we need to get the hints how to design the technologies. So the researchers say that understanding the lives of the people still needs a lot of studies. So for me, Discover 2020 means to discover the nuances of human life. To get this understanding even later, I formed a group with some cool undergraduate students back at my home in Bangladesh, which I called Human Technology Interaction. And I actually tried to understand the problems that different communities of Bangladeshis actually face and tried to get some solutions using technologies. For example, in Bangladesh, we didn't have any child birth weight record because a lot of children actually takes birth not in the hospital with the help of midwives, and those midwives actually are not literate. They don't have any literacy things. So in our solution, we didn't tell people to go to the hospital, or we didn't tell the midwives to be literate. Instead, we developed this very low-cost things that you just need to put the child on this weight machine and it will automatically be, the data will automatically be populated in national database. This machine is actually waiting for large-scale deployment in Bangladesh. So many of us actually are familiar with this emergency blood supply. If you need a kind of blood, you ask for other people so that they can donate you bloods. But in Bangladesh and in some of the developing regions, they have this privacy concern why they are not much willing to donate those bloods. So we went to those people, we asked them about their privacy concern, and we designed a system that actually helped them. We talk a lot about these microcredit systems, but one of the main reasons why microcredit couldn't be successful in many parts of the world is because we couldn't actually monitor how the borrowed money is being spent. So we introduced the concept of virtual money in terms of mobile phones and tried to solve this problem. Sexual harassment is one of the concerning issues in developing countries, and it is so ingrained in their culture, in their religion, and in their tradition, is that then sometimes the victims don't often get the clue that they are being sexually assaulted. So we went to these people, we did some ethnographic studies, qualitative interviews, and we made technology for public awareness, emergency health, self-route recommendation, keeping their privacy intact. We are also working on education. We have bunches of options before us. Should we go for PC, tele education, mobile education? Or should we emphasize more on motivating people through social media or financial benefits? We're also trying to understand how these illiterate people are actually interacting with these technical objects like mobile phones. They can't read and write, but how they are using this phone with a lot of objects written on their interfaces. We did ethnographic studies, and we have like interesting stories that we are doing for the steadiness and we have routine. So that is it. To me, Discover 2020 should be an attempt to touch the sky through technology, and my objective would be to reach the benefit of this technology to the developing countries. Thank you.